Can you imagine waking up every day excited for the day ahead, being supercharged for, wow, I can't wait to do this day? That is what the second act can look like for you. So many people move into the second act going, ugh, what am I going to do with my day? And I offer you a different approach. What if you made your second act something about becoming an entrepreneur, about becoming a passionpreneur, somebody who lives their life and gets paid to do something you've always wanted to do. Like you had that first act where you're responsible and you did the job for money, right? We need the money. And maybe you were really motivated by what you did. Maybe you loved what you did, or maybe you didn't, like me. But now you're in this next act. You get to say, what is something I would love to do and I get paid while doing it? That is so cool. That is something I invite you to explore. Moving into the second act is so much about identifying what lights you up and what energizes you. And if you know your archetype, and I'll have a quiz for you down below, if you know your archetype, you can really start to move into a whole different era, one where you're getting paid to have a great time, to really love it. So I'm a ruler, that's one of my archetypes, but I'm also a romantic. So I love beautiful things. I love moving at my own pace. I love things that are easy, but yet I love things at the same time that challenge me. I love to build projects. I love to build courses. I love creating these videos for you. So I've created a business where I get to do what I love. And again, knowing your archetypes and also knowing what energizes you, what lights you up, will help you. And that's part of what I do. I provide you with this energy audit and this archetype quiz. And then I give you ideas on how to create a blueprint for a business or just for a lifestyle that you will absolutely love in retirement. So just imagine that, getting paid for having fun. And I love the new term passionpreneur, somebody who's just enjoying things. So why would you start a business? Isn't that overwhelming? Oh my gosh. No, it's so easy now. There are so many tools out there that you can do this business from your home. You don't need a lot. I have an iPhone going. I have a little microphone and a tripod. That is not expensive. That is not overwhelming. And then a little bit of software. That's it. And I can run a business, and so can you. And I'm not here to sell you on any one business. That's not my goal today. My goal today is to give you the idea, to get you excited. Hey, I get to do something and get paid for it. Because we do have this mentality, right? We grew up equating money with some kind of reward and some kind of sense of accomplishment and success. And you can still have that, but now the pressure is gone. The money is actually a byproduct. The currency in this second act is energy and feeling alive and feeling excited. And a business is a great way. It has that little side benefit of money, but it's really a great way for you to take a passion and now have a reason for it, have an end goal, gives you that little bit of a target. So if you wanted to learn a skill, if you could turn that skill into a business, wow, doesn't that make it a whole lot richer and more fulfilling to say, I have a goal. I know where I want to go with this. I don't want to just learn a skill to learn a skill. I want it to create a business and I want it to help other people. It's a great way to contribute. So volunteering and mentorship, those are both great ways, but isn't it fun to get paid for it at the same time? Kind of interesting. And so what are some of the benefits of starting a business? One is it's going to challenge you to keep learning. Because the second act isn't about atrophy. It isn't about sitting back and just saying, well, I did it all and I'm done. No, there's so much more to learn. And so when you're trying to create a business, there's things you have to learn that are way outside of your wheelhouse. Like you have to learn basic marketing. You have to learn tech. So many people, as they move into this act, the second act, forget or get fearful of tech. Yes, there's a whole new AI world out there. Wouldn't it be great to have a purpose, a reason? You're just not learning AI. You're like, I want to learn how to do X and AI can help me. Great. Now you have a forum, a structure so that you can help to learn AI. You can learn this new technology without feeling overwhelmed because you just have a very micro focus. I want to learn how to do X. This will help me do it. So you don't have to become one of those people that's afraid of all the technology. Like I'm sure you know somebody who doesn't even know how to use an internet, who doesn't have an email account, who's just overwhelmed by the whole idea. Don't be that person. Step into technology now, embrace it because it's going to help you with this business. There's very few businesses that don't require some point of technology, some kind of website, some kind of email. This is great. Don't be afraid of it. Embrace it. And business will help you stay current and stay into trends. It will also help you meet people. So many people, as they move into retirement, are afraid that their social circle is gone. They don't know what they're going to do. Having a business now taps you into a range of people, not just people who retire, but young people, people from all different nationalities as an international community, people who do what it is that you're looking to start. They will mentor you, and you can also use your wisdom, all those years of working your career, you can help that mentor other people in the same community. You're bringing a skill in, and they already have skills, and you can share and cross collaborate. This is where Facebook becomes a whole different thing. It's not about comparing yourself. It's about finding a group of like-minded people that you can share and help each other grow. It's not about competing with them. It's about collaborating with them to say, hey, I need to know, how did you guys do this? Or what software do you use for this? Or where was the best place to learn about this? And let people to share that with you, and then you answer their questions. Now you have a whole way to connect and something to connect over, a shared purpose, a shared skill, a shared curiosity that you can help each other with. This gives you a whole new network. It opens doors. And who knows what you're going to learn and the people that you're going to meet. Kind of like that Dr. Seuss, who knows the places you will go. This is what entrepreneurship can do for you in this next chapter. And again, I opened this video talking about feeling alive and excited. Like, I know today is the day I'm going to record videos. And so I wake up excited. Oh, this is the day I get to really challenge myself, because making videos is difficult for me. But it gives me this challenge to say, oh, I'm going to see how I can grow today in my video skills and get it done. I actually have a 6-week push where I record a whole bunch of videos at once. Then I move on and I do a different set of skills. Like, that's one of the cool things about entrepreneurship, is now I create my schedule. I can look at the energy that I have. I talk about energy being your currency in this act. I can look at, it's summer as I'm recording this. I have different energy. And you record these videos with the beautiful sunlight coming in. That's great. And I do a push, and then I take a break. As we move into the holiday season that's coming, I can then take a break and say, okay, I'm not doing this. I'm doing these other creative activities, because I get to create my schedule. This is all about me. So I'm building a business that I'm excited to do, but I'm also weaving it into the seasons and my own energy, and saying that I'm making it custom made for what I want. Isn't that so much more fun? The job that you had to work was dictated by other people. You had busy seasons and slow seasons that were dictated by your industry. Let's have busy and slow seasons that are dictated by you, and how the seasons affect you and how your interests. Maybe you have a lot of family that comes at different points, and so you want to have your business work around that and give you blank canvas when you need it and a full canvas when you need it. That is so cool. Entrepreneurship has so many benefits. So again, we talked about technology, we talked about meeting new people. Let's also talk about the creative challenge. Like, these are problems you want to solve. Entrepreneurship gives you all these new things. You're like, I got to figure this out. I don't know how to do this. I don't know the first thing about marketing. These are creative challenges that will allow you to expand as a person, gives you a forum for personal growth. I spend every morning just a few minutes reading. I have the Tim Ferriss book, A Tribe of Mentors, and there's so much great information that comes in me. Every day I read one little chapter on it and just take what I can from that. And so maybe it's a new book that I want to read, and then I can incorporate that into my videos. Maybe it's just a frame of reference or some advice that somebody said. There's one section he talks about advice you would give an up-and-coming student, somebody who's in college now. And you can look at that advice and go, do I need that advice? Or would I want to give that advice? Can I turn that into a video? There's so much content out there that you can take in now and repurpose and figure out how you're going to use it. Like, there's just constantly, you find that the world becomes a much more curious place, a much more enriching place, because now you're seeing ideas everywhere, and you can then incorporate that into your business. This is so cool. And the other thing you might be thinking is, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. You have so much wisdom, right? You've worked how many years? 30 years in different careers. Maybe you had one career, maybe you had multiple careers, but now you can take that and turn that into a business. How do you use that? And if you're really stuck on ideas, you're already on YouTube. Start doing day in the life of, and start searching for all of those things. There are so many different ideas. People are sharing how they're living their life, and you can look at that and say, oh, I like a piece of that, and I like a piece of that. You can subscribe to a channel and really start to feel, how do they create things? Do I want to create things? Do I like videos? Can I create videos? All of a sudden, it's one thing after another that just starts getting your curiosity going. When you're out in the community, just look at what other people are doing. There's a friend who's doing mobile dog grooming. Do you love pets? Is it something you could do? You now have the time and the bandwidth to learn all the ins and outs of a business before you make the leap financially, and just see. And you can also try it on. You can volunteer. If there's something you're thinking, maybe I'd like to do this as a business, offer to go to that place and just say, hey, I'll volunteer. I will do X, Y, and Z for your business free of charge, just because I want to see if it's something I would enjoy. Take on a part-time job doing something that you might want to do. Maybe you really want to be a barista in a cafe. Try it out and then decide, okay, I've learned enough. Now I want to go start this business. Maybe it's to source coffee beans. I don't know. But you get to try on and sample all kinds of things till you find out what you like. But there's so much on the internet. Go on to AI, go into ChatGPT and just say, here are my 5 interests. What kind of business could I create based on that? And let it come back with ideas, and then go explore people who are doing one of those ideas to give you more inspiration. There's an endless idea pool out there in the world on YouTube and through the internet. You can find something that lines up with your skills and your wisdom and your passions. Become a passionpreneur. Entrepreneurship is a beautiful way to accelerate your second act and to get you excited. So if you're sitting there thinking, I don't know what I'm going to do, I have all this time, what am I going to do, I don't know anybody, you have no excuse now. Create a business. Find passion and purpose. Those two come together. That is the benefit of having an entrepreneurship or having a business in this next act. It's passion and purpose mixed together, and you get paid for it. Woo! Light bulb. Isn't that beautiful? That is the greatest way to move into, for me anyway. Again, it looks at your archetypes and find out what's the right mix for you, but almost any archetype can thrive in having a business in this next act. And again, take the quiz below. I'm here to help you create a blueprint. How do you want to fit entrepreneurship into this next chapter? What are the ideas that will light you up? How much, like, I get to create the rules. Like, I don't want to have anything on my schedule. Like, I don't want to do Zoom calls, because for me, that's like, I would be stressed about that Zoom call all day. I don't want that. I want to have the freedom. So that's why I do Voxer coaching, which is just voice coaching back and forth. It's asynchronous. That way anybody can be in any time zone and work with me, but I don't have to feel locked into a schedule. I don't want that. I do, again, these sprints where I create videos. So there's other times of the year where I don't have to create any videos. I love that. I love being able to do something, focus on it, do it well, and then move on to something else. I love starting projects. I don't love finishing them. So that's why when I have a short sprint, I get to start and finish in that same time frame before I lose interest and then move on to something else. I created a business tailored for the way that I love to do things, and that lights me up and keeps that energy going. And I'm here to help you if that's what you'd like to do too. So take the quiz down below. I'll give you a report on what might light you up and what might excite you, and then we can go explore it together. I hope you have some great ideas. Become a passionpreneur and really love waking up every day for what's ahead. I'll see you next. Entrepreneurship, your next chapter after retirement.